Hey everybody, Mike Chipperini here, Chipper's Island Adventures. I'm here with Scott Watson from Go Small and Live Large. He's got a heck of a channel on YouTube. How many subscribers do you have now?
Almost 39,000.
39,000 subscribers, and he has the same rig that I do, but he has the G version, whereas I have the K version. And there is absolutely no animosity between us regarding that.
You got a van, you're my friend.
Yes.
If you want a van, you're my friend.
There we are. So I just figured I'd ask a couple questions of Scott today. We're here at the Tampa RV Super Show, and how long have you owned your van?
I took delivery in October of 18, and I went full-time in my van in February of 2019. So I'm just rounding out 5 years full-time travel.
And is that a 2018?
2018 chassis, Ram ProMaster, 2019 Winnebago build.
Okay. And how many miles do you have on it now, you figure?
Probably, I should have more, but 123,000.
123,000 miles on his Ram ProMaster 3500 van.
And it's just going like a champ.
And carrying on with that, I think we had to replace the transmission.
No, I had a cylinder head crack at 49,000 miles. Super weird, but everything since has been perfect.
Okay.
And the Winnebago build out had so few problems.
Right.
I finally replaced. Are you ready for this? Live in the van 5 years, and I use my toilet.
Yeah.
I'm not the guy that buys one of these and goes finds a toilet.
Right.
How many times a day am I flushing that thing? I just had to replace the toilet seal at the bottom of the bowl.
Oh wow!
After all this, that's just
and
really
that's
well
the
built.
Thetford. Thetford's a good toilet, and I use my toilet as well.
Yeah, it's just
that's what it's there for.
100%.
And so, a lot of people ask me, "What's your favorite place you've been to?"
Everywhere. That's the beauty of the van.
Yeah, and that's.
I think it's. I get asked all the time. The better question is, where don't you like? Because every place I go I probably like it or I just move on. But my favorite states probably are New Mexico, Texas, Arizona, Utah. Colorado's probably my favorite.
So you like a lot of the Southwest and the Midwest, kind of?
Yeah.
Northwest?
Yeah.
And I'm on the other side. I'm up in New England. So for me to get anywhere is a long drive. I'm like this year I'm thinking about going to Rushmore.
Oh yeah, you gotta go to Rushmore. South Dakota.
Where I am in New England, I am on the end of the planet in Gloucester, Mass. So it's a long. I got to get out of New England before I get anywhere.
Yeah. It's
so
like Northwest or way up there.
And I feel the same way. I don't have a favorite place. I like traveling in general, but I do have a favorite idea place, which is I love the beach. So I do like going to places with beaches. If there's a body of water, I tend to take a dip there regardless.
Mike's got a point there, and this might be a tip for you if you're kind of looking at this stuff or have a van, is determine what it is. What is your criteria to stop and camp? So for me, I'm more of an urban camper.
Right.
I don't sit up in BLM land because there's nothing to do. I don't like to meet with mice, mosquitoes, and moose. I want to explore. So my criteria are history, architecture, if you got a good saloon, great, nice people, and a little bit of scenery, a little bit of ambiance. Old towns, small towns, those are my criteria to stop.
Right.
And your criteria is kind of beaches and water.
Right.
So my question for you is, what would your criteria be to stop? And you can find those places by complete accident watching brown signs on the highway.
That's right.
Historic districts, I'm all in. I will pull over and take a look and see what's going on. And I know my criteria, and if it meets my criteria, I may just well stay the night. So it's really important, I think, to understand why you would want to stop.
And the next step,
and maybe continue or not. So just give that some thought.
Right, and and really what it all boils down to is to each their own. Some people love the mountains, some people love the ocean, and some people love going to historical districts. I'll tell you, one of the highlights last year, I went to Savannah, Old Town Savannah. It was absolutely beautiful, and I went on one of those tours, bus tours, where they tell you all the little tidbits of the city, and I thought it was excellent.
Yeah,
beautiful
Savannah's
town.
a great town.
And I'd never been there. And that's one of the beauties of the van. You can go anywhere in it. You can get anywhere. You can always find parking. The only thing I will say is watch out for New York parkways. So what's next? Where are you headed to next?
Hang around Florida. We got a couple of channel Van Breeze campouts, I call them vanborees, some meetups. But end of February, headed west to Texas is the next big stop.
Yeah.
And then Arizona.
Arizona.
If you haven't been to the Lost Dutchman State Park,
Oh yeah.
which is about 45 minutes east of Phoenix, it's one of my favorite places. You asked that. I go there on purpose for that state park. It's just so great.
Wow.
And then up through the west.
Nice. Now, do you get to New England at all?
I have not been there yet.
Okay.
Well, I might do it this year. Kind of depends on where things end up, but
As you talk about old historic districts.
that's funny you say that. So Lancaster, Pennsylvania was one of my favorite places. Complete accident.
Yeah.
I was looking to pull over, get some work done, needs a library, normally use those for that, and fell in love with Lancaster. It's
There you
just
go.
history, architecture, history. Did I mention that? There are a couple
Yeah.
good bars. Food was great. I got to stay at the stadium parking lot. I verified that with. Anyway, so I need to get the
Well, I can honestly say my town was incorporated in 1623,
yeah.
and we just had our 400th year anniversary last
You're not
year.
going to find that on the West Coast.
No. Last question. You have the 59G, I have the 59K. What is it that you love about the 59G?
It's a great question, Mike. I would say for me, it's a few things. It has a permanent, huge table. It has 4 distinct living areas: the great room up front, the galley, bedroom, and a bathroom. It has a real bathroom you can take a shower in without a shower curtain. It's got a Murphy bed, so you get up in the morning, put the bed away, you never see it. So it's the floor plan that really meets my needs. Has a ginormous fridge.
Right.
So my non-negotiables were, people ask me all the time, we're in a new rig. I'm like, because this floor plan fits my needs perfectly. Why would I change? Show me something better.
And you have a garage.
And I got a garage under the bed. So it's
Right.
really non-negotiable. Toilet, table, living areas. You have a great, your floor plan is the most popular.
Right.
Galley behind the driver's seat, twin beds, bath in the rear. But to me, I'm living in my bedroom. It's open for sure, but that's why I just love the.
And to counterpoint his love for the G, for me with the K, I liked having 2 beds, and they're always made up, and one of them I use as a sofa for watching TV and things like that, and I have a full shower, but it's a little bit more cramped because it's in the rear of the rig. But I like the layout what I have. He loves his layout, and that's just the way it is. It's definitely to each their own, but they're both excellent vehicles, and I don't think you could go wrong if anybody got a Travato 59K or G, whether it's the generator version or the L version.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is Mike Chipperini from Chipper's Island Adventures and Scott Watson coming at you from the Tampa RV Show. Thank you, Scott.
Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it.
And all the best and happy RVing.